You got your hands full. I can only wish you the best in this conference that you have coming up. Challenges and benefits of oversight bodies and civilian oversight institutions. It's a long title. And that's taking place at the Hyatt, and that is on the 16th and the 17th. This is for professionals, so the general public is not invited to it, but the general public will benefit as a consequence of this. This being your major achievement by your own admission, the biggest achievement, you say, for you. I wish you the best with that.
Well, just to say that I think the government services GISL will be covering the opening of it. So but it won't be live, but it will be presented some other time. So you will get. I mean, I'm making some opening remarks, but the president, His Excellency the President, is going to make some remarks also.
Okay.
And his remarks are always.
President Kimona always finds a way to get the attention. Let's put it that way.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, and I'm sure he wouldn't disappoint on this occasion.
So the date is the 16th and the 17th, and I'm hoping we can get you back. I tried to get you in the beginning, but you have that sort of innocuous look you give to me, like, are you really going to ask me that? But I'm really going to ask you this. Can you give us any detail at all as to what the expansion will entail? When we are talking about the expansion coming out of the government, is that something that's close up? How will this infusion, this money infusion, this injection, this bigger budget that they're giving to the PCA?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure about a bigger budget. What we would need, though, is if we do get our amendments passed, we would need to hire more attorneys, more investigators. So we would need more in terms of a budget, because we would need to do more things. But that should come. I mean, you know how things work. By the time the amendments go to Parliament, by the time it's passed, we're in March now. That's May, June, July.
By the time I get the money, I need more money.
No. The point, what I'm saying is that the point it'll come in the next budget in September. So I'm looking at September. So we'll put it in September, and hopefully we would get it, because I mean, when we appeared before the Joint Select Committee of Parliament 2 weeks ago, they all were in agreement with that we needed more money to effectively carry out our mandate. Both the opposition senators and MPs, and the independent senators and the government senators and MPs, this said, yes, this is an area where we know we have to work at. And I think if the government is really serious about crime, and I've said this before, that the PCA is the first, should be one of the first institutions they look at strengthening, because if you have a proper oversight body over police officers, you bring everybody in line, and the crime would come down.
Since the armed forces now patrol with police officers, does that create a unique challenge for you in any way? Should we find abuse happening from from a soldier, for instance?
Well, very interestingly enough, Jamaica's INICOM also have oversight over the army. Yeah, so
hint.
But right now we have no oversight or no remit over the army. So if they do some infraction, well, we have nothing.
It's a rather unique situation, because I mean they are operating alongside, even though under the command of the police officers, because they are the civilian authority. But if something go wrong and they do something, and a citizen feels, for instance, he cannot find redress in going to the precinct and or defense department, the defense force, then can they come to you? Is the dilemma?
Well, unfortunately, no. Because we have no remit over the over any infractions or any abuse of power done by army.
I like to look at extensions. If he's under the command of so and so and so and so, he's a police officer. But I guess that's not the way it works. Okay, I'm still working on starting my own democracy. The Democratic Republic of Bishop. Director, thank you so much, and good luck with the conference coming up. We will again take advantage of the opportunity you have afforded us in getting in touch with you at the end of the conference,
of course,
to talk about some of the things that came out of it that would assist us greater.
Yeah, and I would like I would like the public to know that I will be happy to answer any questions that has come out or arisen out of the conference. And I'm sure, because everything is being recorded, everything is being videoed and recorded. So we would have a little brochure maybe that after the conference we can maybe, not publish, but have there so for our records.
But you'll also have highlights of the conference that
Yes,
you will put up there because
definitely.
this is the media, social
Yes.
media folks should go up and take a look and
Exactly,
pull it down.
yeah.
Reminding our listeners, by the way, this discussion this morning will also be available on our TTRN YouTube channel as of Tuesday morning, and you can grab that and see the Director West for that. But you will have highlights of this conference available so folks can
Yes. Go
back and listen.
Yeah.
And in tying this up, you say that folks who want to anonymously report anything can go to the website of the PCA.
Correct.
That is one. And if they have questions for the director, for instance, is there a web page that they can go and
No, they can
those
go on
questions?
the web page, or they can call the office and ask to speak to me. As I said, I always had and I do continue to have an open door policy. You call the office and you make an appointment and you contact my executive assistant, and I will gladly entertain calls and or questions, queries from the public. I always have and will continue to do so.